Season awards drop 2 are out, and I'm here to help you complete that program as fast as possible. We are going to enter into the first task, which is going to be moments, and we are looking to complete all of these moments. If you're ever struggling to hit a home run on any moment, try changing your hitting interface to directional and pointing the analog stick up so the hitter tries to hit a fly ball. By completing all of these moments, you are going to have a total of 15 program points. With 15 program points, you are going to unlock Jackson Churio, which is very important because you want to place him now at the top of your lineup. Why? Because in general missions, we need to get total bases with right fielders, and him being at the top of your lineup is going to give him more plate appearances, therefore more chances to get you total bases. The second task that we're going to be focusing on are going to be general missions. Inside of general missions, there are 5: stolen bases with center fielders, hits with left fielders, home runs with third basemen, and total bases with right fielders. Last but not least, parallel XP with giants. We're not going to do parallel XP with giants because it is not necessary. Instead, what I want you to go ahead and do is create inside of managed squad a team full of center fielders. The way you would do this is you would click on center field, click whoever is available, and then you just swap them to another position. Click on the following center fielder, swap them to another position, and then on the bench in particular, I want you to have at least 4 speedy center fielders. And the reasoning behind it is that for general missions, we are going to be heading inside of single player modes. We're going to play against the CPU. We're going to face the Rockies as away on rookie difficulty. And when we face them, we want to make sure that we put our 5th overall pitcher to start for us. That way they also put their 5th overall pitcher to start for us. And you are going to hit with Jackson Churio as your leadoff hitter. Once he gets on base, whether it's a single, double, or triple, but I would highly suggest stopping at first even with Jackson, you go ahead and pinch run for whoever gets on base. That way one of your center fielders on the bench has a chance to get that stolen base. And when you get 3 outs hitting, you are just going to quit out of the game and then rinse and repeat the process until you get 3 stolen bases. This is going to be much faster than you playing out the entire game or even pitching, because the only stats that you truly care about are stolen bases right now. You don't care about getting parallel XP for all those players. So when it comes to doing the general missions for the left fielders and we're getting hits, we're going to rinse and repeat that process of loading up a team full of left fielders except for Jackson Churio, and then getting 10 total hits within however many games it takes you, while backing out as soon as 3 outs are complete. Once you complete these 2 right here, you are going to have 8 program stars in addition to the 15 you already had, which is going to unlock you Graham Pauley, who is a third baseman. Now what you do is you build a team full of third basemen, and you go ahead and try to hit 3 home runs with your third basemen within the amount of games. Graham Pauley should be your leadoff hitter, and you can put Jackson Churio as your second hitter. And then finally, you're going to do it as well with right fielders, and Jackson Churio should be your leadoff hitter there. When you're doing it with third basemen, if you really wanted to, you could even bench Jackson Churio just to have a team full of third basemen. And then when you're doing it with right fielders, you can bench Graham just to have a team full of right fielders as well. So by doing that, it's going to take you to 31 program stars, which will unlock Jared Jones. Jared Jones is important to unlock because now is when, instead of quitting out, we want to play a good chunk of a play versus CPU game or the entire play versus CPU game. So our next task is Tops Now and Season Award missions. Keep in mind that you need to get 10 extra base hits with Tops Now Series cards. You need to get 6 strikeouts with Tops Now Series cards. And then you need to get Parallel XP with Tops Now Series cards, as well as Season Awards. Now, Season Awards, we only have 1, unless you went ahead and bought them inside the pack, but I'm not sure if the pack does have them. So this is why Jared Jones is important, because he's a Tops Now starting pitcher. So as soon as you unlock Jared Jones, what you're going to do is, since you should be now on the final part, you're going to filter now your team. You're going to go all the way down to where it says series, and you are going to go by Tops Now. And I would highly suggest doing it at the bench, because in the bench, it will show you every single player regardless of the position you play. And you would put a tops now player into every single position, even if they play out of position, because you don't care about winning the game at this point. And then for tops now, in terms of starting pitchers, this is where that pitcher that you picked up at 30 program stars would go, and then you would filter for season awards right after. And inside of season awards, that is where Garrett Crochet would appear, and you would also have Garrett Crochet ready to go. Now we're going into single player modes, and you have the option of playing as home, because if you are going to play the full 9 innings, then obviously you would like to hit less, since you most likely would get the parallel XP done in terms of hitters. So you face whatever team you want. Just because we're comfortable with the Rockies, we're going to face the Rockies at home. You can play at Coors Field, or you can play at one of the minor league stadiums that have crazy elevation. It's going to be up to you. But the method is very specific here when we're talking about the tops now. We need to get 6 strikeouts with tops now pitchers. So you're going to start Jared, and once Jared has 6 strikeouts, you are going to make a call to the bullpen, and you are going to bring in Garrett Crochet, and regardless of how many hits, runs he gives up, he's pitching the entire rest of the game. That way you can knock out both the season awards 500 parallel XP as well as the 300 parallel XP with Garrett Crochet. And if you're able to get the strikeouts within the first 4 or 5 innings, I would highly suggest within the first 4, then I believe Garrett Crochet can get the win, therefore giving him extra PXP just in case you can't hit all 500 inside that one play versus CPU game. And because we have now a full team of Tops Now Series players, we should easily knock out the 500 parallel XP with Tops Now Series players, as well as the 10 extra base hits, especially if we are playing at a stadium with high elevation. That is going to give you a total of 25 program stars, and we were at 31. So with 25 program stars, you are going to unlock Jung-Hoo Lee, and you are also going to unlock Michael Conforto. You shouldn't be able to unlock Jung-Hoo Lee without unlocking Michael Conforto in the same game, because you're just gonna play an entire 9-inning game versus the CPU, and that is how you effectively complete this the fastest way possible. Having all the cards now, let's quickly review if any of these cards are going to be starting inside of your Diamond Dynasty team. So we start off with Michael Conforto, who has very good hitting stats, very good clutch, and then his fielding and reaction at a 71-68 is not ideal. That silver fielding animations and bronze reaction animations, but that 45 speed is what really stands out, because with 45 speed you probably won't survive too long inside the outfield. I think if you did the egg hunt program, Christian Yelich would be starting over him anytime, any day. Jung-Hoo Lee at center field has very good contact, very good power, very good clutch, and then 81 fielding is gold fielding animation, 78 reactions is silver reaction animations, 65 speed is doable at center field. So if you don't like Mike Trout or you need more lefties, then Jung-Hoo Lee is a great budget center fielder. Jared Jones, starting pitcher, has a 4-seam slider, 12-6 circle change, so obviously we wouldn't be using him for the arsenal since he doesn't throw 2 fastballs. If we look at the quirks, he doesn't have outlier either, so in general he is not going to be a starting pitcher that is going to be making the cut in any Diamond Dynasty team. Graham Pauley at third base has good numbers against righties. He has above average numbers against lefties, and then we like the clutch, the fielding and reaction we don't really care about at third base, and 60 speed is nice. If he has a good swing in the game, having a secondary position at second base does help him out a ton, as he would still have silver fielding animations and bronze reaction. Last but not least, Jackson Chourio. This is probably the best card, and it's the first one that you obtain. Now the hitting numbers aren't great as opposed to the others, but the clutch really helps him out a ton, especially whenever you are at a crucial point with runners in scoring position. 80 fielding, 82 reaction at right field, that is gold fielding animations, gold reaction animations, and then you pair that with 92 speed. This is probably one of the best defensive right fielders that we currently have that are free to obtain. And then we're not done yet. He has secondary positions in second base and short. That's going to give him utility out of this world. Not only that, but when playing second base and short or left field and center field, he is going to drop to silver fielding animations and silver reaction animations, which will still play well. We should have a more in-depth video coming out later today on all the cards that dropped and whether or not it is worth to complete the storylines or buy the show packs that dropped today. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And the way you stay tuned is by hitting that like button or subscribe button, turning on that notification bell, checking out the description for the Discord, second MLB The Show channel, which we finally dropped our first video, video, as well as our social media links and Twitch where we stream daily. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.